Hello and welcome to Zonoswap. We have been getting a lot of requests on how to do an LP farming and how to add LP tokens. So this video is going to be about how to add LP tokens to your Zono farms. Currently, we have 3 LP pairs that are available in Zonoswap. And you can see these 3 pairs if you go to the farms page. I'm currently accessing Zonoswap from within MetaMask, and there's a video on how to do that. You'll find that video in the description below. So right now we have 3 pairs available, which are Zono BNB, Zono BUSD, and BUSD BNB. You can see that I have staked my Zono tokens, Zono pair tokens, LP pair tokens, that is Zono BNB pair, BUSD BNB pair, and Zono BUSD pair. I have staked in all 3 LP pairs, and that is the reason you can see that I have a few tokens in my earned section. Like the first one I have in Zono and BNB pair, I have already earned 132.734 tokens. You can also see that the APR is pretty high. So let's get started with how to add LP tokens. Now this video is going to be a detailed one wherein I show steps right from the beginning, that is how you can deposit BNB from Binance to MetaMask and then do the transactions. Because remember, in Zonoswap, it's not just in Zonoswap actually, for every transaction in blockchain you need the fee amount, and in Zonoswap it is based on BNB fee because we are a Binance smart chain based project, crypto project. So let us now see how to do a P2p trading in Binance, because as I'm based in India, I find P2p the fastest way of purchasing crypto by using fiat money. So I'll go for a P2p transaction in Binance, then deposit my tokens in MetaMask, and then go ahead and add LP tokens. I will start with Zono and BNB, then go ahead with Zono and BUSD, and then probably do a BUSD BNB LP farming too. Please do not skip this video. Please check it out completely so that you know the ins and outs of LP farming in Zonoswap. Thank you so much. The next is how we do transaction in Binance. Thank you. So what you see in front of you right now is my Binance screen, Binance account screen. You will get to see the same in your desktop account as well, but since a lot of our users use their phones to do transactions and trading, so I am using the Binance phone app for now. You can see that the P2p trading is right at the middle section of the page, and I'll click on it. So P2P is basically person-to-person exchange, wherein a person is willing to give you some crypto in exchange of another crypto or fiat money, fiat currency, as in your national currency. So over here we need to keep note of a few things. Number one is, what is the currency, what is the crypto we are going to buy. In my case it is going to be BNB, so I need to choose BNB first. If you see, USDT is selected by default, and that is why it is in it is in orangish, it is highlighted. So I'll click on BNB. I tapped on BNB, and the next thing to note is the currency you'll be dealing with. If you are doing a fiat to crypto exchange, that is, you are willing to pay money, your currency, your national currency, or USDT or Euro to buy cryptocurrency. There is another way. You can sell your existing cryptocurrency to buy some other cryptocurrency. Okay, so here what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy BNB using INR or Indian rupee. So you'll see that at the top right, INR is selected. If you want to do transaction in some other, in your national currency, you need to choose it from the drop down. There are 2 arrows there. So you need to horizontal arrow kind of things. So you need to click here and then you need to choose your currency. For me, it is INR selected, and I have also selected BNB. You can find out by seeing that BNB is highlighted in orange. Next is to see the criteria if the seller, these are all sellers that you see. And next is to see whether they match your criteria. Now I'm going to buy BNB for 1,000 rupees, 1,000 Indian rupee. And I need to see whether the sellers have that criteria. Let's see the first person, SD Mondol 198. That's their username, might not be the real name. So I'll directly check the limit. The limit is rupees 2,000 to rupees 4,135.22 paisa. So currently out of my range, the first person. The second person, Hemraj Singh, he has a limit of 1,000 to 2,847. Definitely somebody I would go for. Let's check the third person. The third person has a limit of rupees 200. So you can see that you can buy with a really nominal amount. You know, people are here selling BNB for as less as 200 rupees. So you can always test and buy for a very nominal amount, say 200 or 300 rupees. That is something we give out when we order food from Zomato or Swiggy. So you know, taking that step ahead for your financial future is something we always encourage at Zonoswap, right? So now coming back to, you know, the transaction. So I'll go with Hemraj Singh. I'll click on buy, and there's another thing to note. Kindly note the mode of transaction that they accept. So for example, over here, the first person who is somebody I'm not going to go with, but let's see. He has bank transfer enabled, IMPS enabled, UPI, Phone Pay, Google Pay enabled. The second person who I'm going to go with has only UPI enabled. Now I'll go with the second person because I have UPI, Unified Payment Systems. That is something very common in India. So you might check for what are the transaction modes in your respective country. The third person you can see accepts Phone Pay, IMPS, Google Pay, Paytm and UPI. So do check these 2-3 things. Number one is when you click on P2p, select the cryptocurrency you are going to buy. In my case, it's BNB, so I clicked on BNB. The second thing is check the currency. So for me, the default is INR. But I doubly made sure that it is in INR because I'm going to make the payment in INR. If it is some other currency, it might be a problem. You might be linked to some other person who deals in with that currency. And the third thing is check the limit of the seller. The limit should match your limit, because if you are going to buy for only 500 rupees, then the first two people will not qualify, but the third person, Suvi24, will qualify. So right, and the fourth thing is check the mode of transactions accepted. Great, then I'll go ahead with the buying. So I'll click on buy. Okay, in the next step, I'm asked to choose whether I want to buy with a fiat currency or through, you know, transaction through cryptocurrency. So cryptocurrency transaction would mean that I would pay in crypto. So I'll go for the fiat one. I'll just check. I'll just put the amount here, and okay, so it says buy with zero fee. I've put the amount here, the INR that I'm willing to pay out, and I'll click on buy with zero fee. Once I click on this, I need to again click on make payment so that I get to know what is the UPI ID so that I can make the payment. Okay, here I see the name and I see the UPI ID. So I'll click on the UPI ID. So I'm now at my UPI screen and I need to send money to the sender. I have already, copied the UPI ID of that person, and I'll need to click on send money, and I then need to click verify. Here comes the name of the person, and I need to put the amount. In remarks, I will say BNB, so that I know that I used it for BNB buying, BNB purchase probably. And then I'll confirm it. People in India might already know that I need to enter a 6-digit PIN. So I'll do that. And okay, it's a success. I'll just take a screenshot so that, you know, if needed, I can send it to the person. I'll go back now to Binance, to my Binance screen, so that I can confirm the seller that I have made the transaction. So here I am at my Binance account again, and you know, I have already transferred. So this was the screen I last left and went to UPI to do the transaction. So here I will notify the seller, notify seller, and it says that, you know, the seller would release, he's reputed enough to release us the funds within 7 minutes. That's his usual time. And right, he has already deposited it into my wallet. Bingo. Okay, so here it is in my funding wallet. I had completely forgotten that balances come up in funding wallet. So what I need to do now is I need to send this BNB to my MetaMask wallet. So the process is really simple. What I need to do now is I need to copy the address, the wallet address from my MetaMask wallet, and I need to paste it here. So first I'll go ahead and copy my MetaMask wallet address. So here is my MetaMask wallet, and here is the address. So I can also click on receive and copy this address. It says public address copied, so I have done the needful. Now I need to go back to Binance and put it in the withdraw field. So here I am at my funding wallet. Make sure it's the funding wallet. There are a number of wallets. There's an earn wallet, there's a spot wallet, there's a margin wallet. So in Binance, you need to be at your funding wallet. How can you ensure it's the funding wallet? The funding at the top, you need to go to wallets, and the funding is the third from the left. The first one is overview, the second is spot, and the third is funding. When you're at the funding wallet, it will get highlighted, it will be in bold, and there would be that orange line underline beneath it. So let's click on withdraw. I need to withdraw crypto, so I'll click on. So it says send via crypto network. There will be two options when you click on crypto, and then you need to click on BNB. If you do not have it coming up, you can just select it from here, from below. You know, below I have ANC, BNB, so I can click on BNB here. Then it says send via crypto network, send via email, phone, pay ID. So I'll choose send via crypto network because I'm going to send it to my MetaMask wallet, and now I'll have to long press to paste. I pasted it. I can just check whether it's my wallet address. Yes, it starts with 0x7. The network I'm sending is BNB Smart Chain BP20. This is the correct network. And I'll hit on max. So I'll get 0.03 BNBs. And then I'll click on withdrawal. Once I click on withdrawal, it'll ask me to confirm. And then it will ask me to confirm once again. Okay, then I need to confirm yet again by clicking on I fully understand the potential risks. Only when I click on this would the confirm button appear. So I'll click on this again. And since I have 2FA enabled, so it will send codes to my phone as well as to my email. So I'll first go for the phone verification. These processes do seem lengthy, but they are very useful because, you know, they ensure that your funds are protected, your cryptocurrencies are protected. So here comes my code. I've copied the code. I'll paste it here and I'll send for the code. I'll send for the email code. Which I have also received from my email. I have it opened up in my desktop, so I just copied it and here it is. You know, my withdrawal is successful and I'll just get to see my withdrawal in my MetaMask account shortly. Let's check. So here's my MetaMask account and you can see that I have received it. I had around 0.02 BNB and I purchased 0.03 BNB. For the 1,000 rupees that I gave, I purchased 0.03 amount of BNB. And right now you can see that I have 0.05616 BNB, which should be good for me to do small transactions to show you how LP tokens work. So let's get ahead and do some LP farming. The process is again simple. I click on the menu button of my wallet. I go to browser and I have, since this was the last page I opened, I am already in farms.zonoswap and great. So what I'll do now is I'll go and click on the menu button of Zonoswap, which is the yellowish menu button, and I'll click on trade on the drop down and then I'll click on liquidity. Okay, it says connect to a wallet to view your liquidity. Before I can go ahead and do some liquidity farming, let's get ahead and check with doing liquidity farming for Zono and BNB. So I need to check if I have Zono and BNB. If I have BNB Zono tokens, so let me check if I have Zono tokens or not. I have very less Zono tokens, so probably I can maybe buy some because I'm going to buy. So I'll go to swap and I'll go on 0.01 and I'll select the currency. Okay, so I don't want to have the maxed shelled out, so I'll just go for 0.01. It gives me 7550 Zono tokens, so I'll go for a swap. So this is how you do a swap in Zonoswap. We already have a video for it. I'll upload it soon as well, a separate video for it. So let's go ahead and do the swap. It is asking me to confirm the swap. Confirming once again. And it is done. I can also view it on BSC scan, or I can just go ahead and close it and go to liquidity. Liquidity tab is just beside swap. So okay, I'm in the liquidity page. I'll add liquidity now. So I'll add liquidity for 008. Select a currency, which is Zono. Great. So if you see for 0.008 BNB, I am receiving 5842.39 Zono. So this is the equivalent of 0.008 BNB, the equivalent Zono tokens of 0.008 BNB. When I click on supply next, what they will do is they'll create an LP token of Zono BNB LP token, and I can then further stake it in farms. So let me go ahead. Just below it, it is given prices and pool share. I'll share 0.05% of the pool. So I'll click on supply. I need to confirm supply. Confirm once again. So the transaction is complete. The transaction is now complete. You can see that as soon as the transaction gets complete, you can see that even in my liquidity page, the balance lessens down and my Zono balance also lessens down. So right now what I need to do is I need to click on my Zono menu and go to farms directly. Okay, so once I'm in farms, what I need to do is I need to stake my Zono BNB LP pair. So what I did, I added liquidity to Zono BNB LP pair, and I need to add to Zono BNB farming. The APR is great, 1975+%. So let me click on Zono BNB LPR, and since I have already staked, it is showing as a minus and a plus. So if you are doing it for the first time, it will show you enable. Please note this, if you are doing it for the first time, there would be an enable button. It will work the same way as my plus button here works. There is absolutely no difference. So please do not worry about the button not being there, the enable button not being there. What your enable button will show when you tap on it is what my plus button will show when I tap on it. The only difference is I have staked before, so instead of enable, it shows me a stake more or stake less. Stake more as in the plus sign, stake less as in the minus sign. So I'll click on the plus sign. I need to stake more. And if you see, since I have already a Zono BNB LP pair, it automatically shows up. And I need to enable either whole of it or part of it. So I'll click on max. When I click on max, it comes up the 6.444540. This is the LP pair token numbers. Please do not confuse here with the fact that you have provided that I have provided 7,000 Zonos, sorry, 5,000 something Zonos and 0.008 BNB. No, I added liquidity and got this. This is the pair number of tokens that I'm getting. So do not confuse with the figures that you see. It's not so less as a BNB that I put. It's not 0.008. It's not also 5,000. It is an equivalent. It is the amount that I got after staking both of them together. So I'll click on confirm. And I need to again confirm the transaction. Transaction submitted. Please wait for the transaction success messages before going on and doing something else. So it says pending confirmation. I'll just, yes, great, it is done. You can see that my Zono BNB LP staked number has increased. It says a transaction is complete. You can view all your transactions on BSC scan. How to do it is very simple. You just need to click on view in BSC scan from your MetaMask. You'll find it in MetaMask menu, wallet menu. So here it is. You can see the entire thing. You can see the APR that I'm getting. You can see the liquidity. You can see the LP price, which is 0.95184, and you can see the tokens that are harvesting. So the harvest feature, how to utilize that, how to use that, I'll go ahead and speak about it in a different video, because this is getting really longish. And that has to be a different video. So you can see that I've already staked these many tokens, LP tokens. So these LP tokens are a combination of Zono and BNB and their equivalent amount. So you can see the LP price, you can view the contract, and you can see the liquidity and everything. So this is how it works with all other pairs. It works with BUSD, BNB, it works with Zono, BUSD as well. So let's go ahead and do something. I think I still have some BUSD tokens. So let us go ahead and see how to add BUSD, Zono BUSD LP tokens. Now, you can also, the method that I showed was from the very beginning, how to buy BNB tokens in Binance using P2p exchange, then how to transfer it to MetaMask, and from there how to buy Zono tokens using BNB, how to swap Zono tokens using BNB, then how to add liquidity, and then how to add liquidity farming. So there have been a lot of steps that have been explained. So now about adding Zono BUSD pair, the steps are again the same. I have some BUSD tokens in my MetaMask wallet, so I'll go ahead and repeat the same steps. I'll go to trade, click on the drop down, go to liquidity directly. How do you know you're at the liquidity page? The liquidity section is highlighted with that yellow background beneath it. So I'll click on add liquidity. Right, and I'll click on Zono Max. So it's 1507 Zono for 0.8 BUSD, and I'll go ahead and click on supply. We are doing the Zono BUSD pair, so I'll click on confirm supply, confirm once again. Okay, ignore that, I think I clicked on too fast. And wait for the transaction to get over. It says transaction number 92 complete, and I should have, yes, I already have less amount of BUSD and no Zono, because I used all my Zono tokens. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead to my farms page again. So I'm at the farms page and I need to add Zono BUSD LP farming. I'll click over here. You can see that I've already provided some LP farming. So I'll just click on the plus sign. Remember that it is enable or plus. Great. I had some 31 LP tokens. So I had 700 something and now it's 734. You can see the price in the LP price, it is 0.04795, and the tokens that are harvesting. So here it is, it's really simple. There are a number of steps, but nothing is complicated or difficult. So please go ahead and do your LP farming on Zonoswap. If you have any questions, you can write to us at our Telegram group. We are very active there. There are 2 to 3 admins. There are 3 admins actually. And even if we are not answering your questions then and there, we would surely answer within some time. Thank you so much.